Okay, so this is a darkfield microscope. So the background is dark so we can see better. Your blood is in between two glass slides.
Okay.
I did not put any stain or any chemical. Now this is 10 times magnification. Later on we're going to switch to 50 and 100 times so we can see the structures of the cells.
Okay.
Now these are the red cells.
Okay.
Yep.
They are the one that gives us oxygen and nutrition. They should be separated. Some of your red cells are clumping together on top of each other, which is an indication that
Same
yeah,
thing.
I will tell you later. The red cells, if they are clustered together, indicates that probably you did not drink enough water today,
Mm.
and there's poor circulation.
Yep.
Remember, they are the ones that gives us oxygen and nutrition.
Right.
Now, these white spots, those are the white cells. They are the soldiers of our body. They fight infection. For every 500 red, you're supposed to have one white. And in this frame, if you have 5 or less, it's okay. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Neutrophil and 3 lymphocytes. Let me just write it down first. So your total is 16. So something is going on. Your body is producing white cell,
Right.
which is good, but that's an indication. If you
Right.
have a lot of white cell, that's an indication that your body is fighting. It's either infection or allergy.
Yep.
Okay, now I'll go to higher lens. I just need to put a drop of oil on top of the slide.
So you have quite a bit of white blood cells then.
Right. More than twice as much.
Okay, now this is 50 times magnification.
Okay.
This in the background floating around, you don't have that much. See those jumping around, those are the lipids. Cholesterol, triglyceride, or if you just ate breakfast, still fat, undigested food. Now this is the one I was talking about. The red cells should be separated.
Yeah.
Your red cells are on top of each other.
Yeah.
So that may indicate possible dehydration, not enough water, or poor circulation.
When we flew on Saturday, and I got really dehydrated.
Okay. Are you anemic? Are you anemic? Low red cell? No, you don't know.
What does anemic mean?
Anemia means low iron, low hemoglobin. No,
I don't think so.
Now the reason I'm asking is this rolling ball inside the cell.
Yep.
If all the cells has this, but this one doesn't have any, see, that is an indication of anemia. But if only few like this, not few, but there's a lot, but some are doesn't have the rolling ball inside, that can possibly be liver stress.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
our liver is our main filtering system.
Right.
Yep.
That is the reason why the first few treatment that the doctor ordered here is to detoxify the patient, especially the liver. Are you taking any prescription medicine?
It's all herbal stuff that I'm taking right
Okay,
now.
and you brought them, right?
I did.
Okay, Sammy will check
Yeah,
them.
I have them all here.
Okay, now these three, these are called neutrophil. They are the white cell that fights bacteria.
Yep.
So we have to have this. The granules inside are moving, so that's a good sign it is working. Now this one is another white cell. It's called lymphocyte. The purpose of lymphocyte is to fight viruses. Now in the dark field microscope, we cannot see the virus because they are we don't use any stain or chemicals.
Yep.
But there's an indication that this particular cell is fighting some viruses because this is the cell, and this circle around it is an indication it is fighting some virus. It can be as simple as cold flu virus, Epstein-Barr, it's in the air.
Yeah.
Now also, some of your red cells are pointed like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's an indication of allergy. It can be food allergy, it can be pollens, molds, animals, or chemicals.
Yep.
Now, cells that are abnormally shaped, these are all abnormally shaped.
Right.
That is an indication of oxidative stress, which means lack of oxygen. Where are you from?
Vermont.
And you are sea level, right?
700 foot elevation.
700.
Yep.
Okay. Reno is 4,000 some.
Yeah.
That's why our air is thinner.
Right.
We have a lot of patients here. When they walk around, they have a hard time breathing
Yeah.
because our air is thinner.
We've noticed that a little bit.
Yeah.
Particularly when we drove over to
And
Tahoe last.
and very dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will be using tons of lotion.
I noticed my hair was drier too.
Yeah, exactly. It's always like that.
This is really interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how much you can see from the drop of blood?
Yeah. It is. Yeah, if you're dehydrated, you feel worse. So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Now in this frame, you can see this looks like clustered.
Yeah.
Those are called fibrins, and that indicates again toxicity. Now, patient who has a lot of this, which means covered everywhere, usually they have joint pain, muscle pain.
Yeah.
Okay. So your liver is still working, but it's working hard,
Yeah.
and so it's not detoxifying fast enough.
Right.
Some patient also who has these, they're taking, they're taking prescription medicine because those are, most of them are chemicals and toxicity.
Right. Right. I know the naturopath that we go to does acupuncture, and she's always talking about my liver as being something that she's.
See if I can get it better. There.
Oh yeah, that is definitely better.
There's no way I'm gonna remember all of it.
Okay. Now these are platelets. Okay. We need platelets so that when we are wounded, the bleeding will stop.
Yep.
But we don't want a lot of platelet because that's an indication of inflammation. And also if we see giant platelets, some patients they have as big as the screen.
Wow.
And also a lot of fibrin, I have to report to the doctor right away because that means the patient is a candidate for blood clot.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, around the platelets, sometimes we can see circles or bubbles like this.
Yeah.
That can possibly be candida or yeast infection. Patient who has taken antibiotic recently, the side effects is candida or yeast. Or if you love to eat carbs that can be transformed into sugar or sweets, then you will have some yeast issue or candida. Now we have to look around if there's an overgrowth of candida, and I'll show you if there's any, because if there's an overgrowth, the doctor will give you a special, sometimes homeopathic medicine like that,
Okay.
or conventional. But if it's only few, then most of the time these are just the way patient eat.
Yep. We're on a really strict diet. We're gluten-free, dairy-free, yeast-free, and sugar-free.
Taste free, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have to do
Lots of food from the garden.
Yeah, you have to
I don't
do
think I'm
whatever
doing-
you need to do, right?
There we go.
That's right.
You have to get well. Okay, now in this frame you can see a different white cell. This is neutrophil that fights bacteria, and this is another white cell called eosinophil. If you see a lot of this, the patient is very allergic or the patient has parasites. Now in this research we don't do the counting
Okay.
because we just if the patient hasn't done any metabolic panel, that's part of it, the CBC. So we just send your blood to the LabCorp, and then they are the ones who count it. Okay. Come on. See this one?
I see that.
Yep.
That is a spirochete bacteria.
It does exist.
Try to focus on and take a picture. Now, spirochete is a family of bacteria, and the structure is like that. Looks like a worm.
Yep.
One of the members is called Borrelia that causes Lyme disease. Now, in the darkfield microscope, since we are not using any stain or any chemical, we cannot really identify it. But that is a spirochete. And I don't know if you have tested yourselves
Yep.
with Lyme.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I came
We're
back
both
positive.
limes.
Oh, okay.
CDC even believes I have it.
So they called you, huh?
There's your spirochete, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, let me see if I can find any. Sometimes they are, as the red cell dry up, they will be coming out.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
Right, abandoned ship.
We didn't eat this morning. We didn't know if we had to do blood draw, so.
Oh no, we do it because we don't know what the doctor will recommend.
Yep.
So it will be tomorrow.
My not having eaten, will that have affected what you're seeing here now?
Well, it's just the cholesterol. You know, some
Okay.
patients, when they eat a lot of fatty food, bacon. So
Well, I imagine my 3 cups of granola has no oil and it probably wouldn't affect it.
Well, it has.
There's flax oil in it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Nut
say
oil,
it has flax.
nut meal, pumpkin seeds.
We eat really, really, really healthy.
are you following certain foods, food diet, or?
Yep. With me, my Lyme's disease, kind of started to manifest itself with digestion problems, and so they took gluten out of my diet and dairy out of my diet. And then when they figured out that I had Lyme's, they took the sugar and yeast out of my diet. I've been on that diet for 2.5 years.
Wow.
But I was on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet for at least a year before that. So,
You're vegetarian to start with, so.
yeah, no meat.
No meat. Are you taking vitamin B12?
They had me on that for a while. And I eat so many vegetables.
Because that's the only vitamin that is not in the fruits and vegetables. We get that from meat.
I didn't realize that. Huh.
Oh, come on, Microscope. It's only Monday. Having a hard time. Okay. Let's see if we can see this clearly. Okay, this is, there's a bit.
Whoa!
This is 100 times magnification, and I'm
Yep.
trying to focus it. Come on.
I saw it go
there's
by.
some small ones.
Yep.
And some are longer. Now the reason for this is there you go. This is the one I was trying to. Okay. You see these red cells? They can the one inside that possibly be eggs or cystic form.
Oh my gosh.
So these are adult.
Yep.
How they don't have gender. How they multiply is they go inside the red cell.
Okay.
Later eggs and spores. Once it mature, they break the cell wall and will come out as baby spirochetes. That's why some of them are longer, some are shorter. There's a big one here. See,
Wow!
there's
That's
one.
really, really big. How are you doing, Seth?
Oh, this one is fat.
I'm not eating anymore.
Oh!
Wow.
You don't want to eat spaghetti now, right?
This is crazy. You know, it's weird because I feel like 95% better until I miss my medication for 2 days, and then it feels like it's back in full
What
swing.
is your medication?
Active is Zang. It's Elysin and Coptis. are the active,
There's one
and
there.
teasel.
Wow!
Another herb.
Look at that, Seth.
It's attached to a, I think that's a platelet. Cannot get away.
The platelet caught it.
Yeah, there's some in here. Now the red cells that are fading like this,
Yeah.
that's a lack of oxygen. So maybe Dr. Pong will give you some. Are you taking any coenzyme like that? No. CoQ10?
No.
No. Okay.
We're both on a herbal tincture for asthma.
Mm.
Wow, look at the shape of that. Is that one of the spirochetes too, that funky shaped thing? Wow.
No, this one.
Oh, that one keeps
No,
changing
this
right
one
there.
is a allergy. The pointed ones
Okay.
are allergy. But see this. Look at that. What is that? That's strange. See, this one is coming out.
Yeah. It's amazing that anything functions with that much going on.
You mean in your body?
Yeah.
That's one drop of your blood. One
I
drop.
know. We have 7 liters, right?
Oh. Well, now if you were ever worried if you had it or not, you've just seen complete evidence for that.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, now these small circles like this, that's another type of bacteria, and it's possible it is mycoplasma.
Wow.
Mycoplasma is a bacteria that can cause respiratory problem, problem in the lung, in coughing, sinus infection, like that. That nagging cough that doesn't want to go away. Now this is also in the air. If somebody sneezes, that is the bacteria being spread around.
Okay.
There's one in here.
Makes me feel like coffee.
I know.
Do you see your little Lyme's disease over there in the right-hand corner, Seth? It's hanging on to that cell over there. This is incredible.
Wow, this is the most entertaining thing I've done in a long time.
So it's not in your head.
Yeah, I'm not imagining that I'm ill.
I know. We heard so many horror stories here.
Oh, I bet you do.
So I'm fascinated right now because it's your blood, but as soon as my
Now,
blood gets up
If
there.
it's not moving like this, that's allergy.
Oh.
Okay, if it's not moving, that's histamine release. Those are allergy. But if it is wiggling, or like this one is wiggling, so you see that, and this one,
Yep.
so those are bacteria in
Okay.
another one.
Yep.
But if it's not moving, it's allergy. Yeah, there's a lot.
It's like a science fiction movie, Seth.
I know. Star Wars.
Lyme's worse.
Yeah. Right.
This one is interesting. There's one in there.
Wow.
That's a big one. Oh, there's another one.
Whoa, there's
Oh.
two. Oh, it's one.
That's just a long
That's only
string.
one. Sorry. Now I want you to look at this one.
Yeah.
See how they are coming out. This one.
That's Lyme's disease coming out, right?
Well,
there?
we don't know if it's
Don't know.
Lyme. We know it's bacteria.
Bacteria.
Yeah, but
Right.
since we cannot really identify them. Let's see. Focus it there. See the outside is they're all moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the cystic form of the bacteria. Now, some patient when we do this, and then they request their member of their family or friends that came with them to do the microscope.
Yep.
Their friends or families have more bacteria.
Really?
But the problem with that is, the good news about that is their body can deal with it. They
Yeah.
have good
Right.
genetic, they have good immune
They're
system.
fighting it off. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they are the carrier.
Right.
Oh, for the rest of the family.
So, Dr.
Right.
Fong, if they are willing, they do some treatments
Yep.
here at the clinic, or some supplements that we can recommend.
I'm hoping for my mom to come here too. My mom has Lyme's disease
Yeah.
also.
There's so many in the East Coast, huh?
Yes, there's a lot.
She's actually from Seattle.
Well,
Oh, from
originally,
Seattle?
Yeah.
my mom got bit in Oregon 20 years ago,
Wow.
and
6
didn't
years ago.
know anything about Lyme's disease. Didn't know she had it till a year ago.
Yeah.
It's got
Most of our patients here, they come here with a diagnosis.
Yeah.
Multiple
Right.
sclerosis, arthritis, fibromyalgia,
Yep.
which is good, but what we're trying to find is what is causing their problem.
Right.
Yeah.
One time we have 3 patients
why,
here that came in a wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
The 3 of